More than 100 million Americans in at least 15 states from Kentucky to Maine and in the West under heat alerts.
Yeah, here to share more insight on climate-focused headlines is the one and only ABC Chief Meteorologist, Ginger Z. Great to have you with us today. Thank you so much for being here. So first off, Ginger, can you just tell us what is behind this historically hot weather?
Well, listen, we had El Nino, and as meteorologists, we always say, okay, the year after, it's usually the hangover of El Nino, is going to be quite warm. But we also know that human emissions, just basic physics, have amplified that natural warming. Since I was born, there are 2 times more heat waves in every major American city, just in the last 40-some years. So it is a big deal. And so today is Show Your Stripes Day. This is New York City, where we represent how quickly from the late 1800s we have seen that rapid warming. Wow. A city like Phoenix. Wow. Reno looks a lot like that. A lot of those western cities have seen it even warmer. Some of it has to do with development, a lot of it has to do with emissions. And just to note, and this is where this becomes dangerous, a lot of the warming in the summer happens in the overnight. We're warming 2 times faster, and that's where the body doesn't get relief.
And it's not only about being uncomfortable, it's dangerous. You know, we've been seeing more and more heat-related illnesses and deaths. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that's the thing, is I think I was the one always kind of warning people, okay, excessive heat warning, don't do strenuous activities, don't do this when it's this warm. And then 2 summers ago, I got heat illness myself, and it was shocking how fast it took over my body.
Minutes.
It was so scary. My insides were shaking, and we had to get emergency help. I had to get an IV. Everything had to happen really quickly. And so now I think being aware of that and realizing it's not about how hydrated. I had no alcohol in my system. Obviously, you want to be extra hydrated, but there are so many things that you need to look out for. And if somebody is in that place, they're now doing new techniques to cool them down. Wow. In Phoenix, the fire department has these ice bags, and they're putting people in there that quickly. And that's what they've had to develop. In Phoenix alone, Maricopa County had 645 deaths just from heat. That was a record last year.
We've also been talking about this in the emergency room, changing our training, helping young residents and training physicians understand the dangers of heat-related injuries. It has to be a common part of practice now, unfortunately.
And it really does start to, the other thing is, like, how many of us have headaches on the regular? A lot of times it starts that way, and then you feel a little nauseous, and then within, I think, 10 to 15 minutes, you tell me if I'm wrong, your body temperature can soar to over 106, which is where it becomes devastating.
It's really scary, really fast.
Yeah, a good warning for everyone out there as we're dealing with these temperatures. Can we talk about something fun?
Yes.
We have this amazing celestial event. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, and so we have to have a little fun. And hey, if you're outside and it is in that cooler period, even if it's still warm, the pink moon or the strawberry moon. So we just had the summer solstice yesterday, and typically you will see the full moon at the first of summer be, you know, a little pink or reddish. And it does have to do with the naming, because this time of year we harvest strawberries in the Northeast. And so it was named after that. My boys and I have harvested all of ours and eaten every single one, by the way. So you can get out and see this. When you see that full moon, part of the reason that it takes on that reddish or pink hue is because of how low on the horizon is, and the atmosphere is more dense. So there's no strawberries on the moon. It's just that the light is creating that aura.
We'll stick with the strawberry story. It's a fun story to tell.
Yes, it is.
ABC Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Pleasure.